They gave us no warning, nothing. They just we got kicked out and we were left with nowhere to live.
A months-long battle for displaced tenants in Holyoke ends not in a courtroom, but with a settlement. Welcome, everyone, to Western Mass News on this Friday night. I'm Amanda Martin-Ryan. Residents of 811 High Street, which was condemned months back, were prepared to face their landlords in court yesterday. But before that could happen, an agreement was reached. Western Mass News reporter Addie Patterson has the story.
For 3 months, tenants displaced from 811 High Street in Holyoke have been struggling for stability. The city of Holyoke condemned the building back on May 11th, citing serious health and safety concerns. City officials say inspectors found a gas leak, unsafe electrical work, plumbing problems, non-functioning fire protection systems, and illegal apartment conversions.
The tenants had filed a contempt against the landlord, because the previous court date, the judge ordered the landlord to house them in a hotel and give them a food stipend daily. So for 2 weeks from that court date until yesterday, they were on the street. The landlord had not followed through with the court order.
Tenants were set to face their landlords, Karan and Pooja Verma, in court on contempt charges. The legal battle escalated after the court ordered the landlords to provide hotel accommodations and food stipends to those displaced, an order advocates say was completely ignored. With no place to go, displaced families were moved around hotels, often with only a day's notice, creating an exhausting cycle of housing instability.
It's been awful. They had been paying their rent, think they're in a safe home, and since May, multiple times they've been moved from hotel to hotel in the matter of a day. Just not knowing where you're going to sleep and living in this kind of like 1 week at a time kind of vibe.
Despite representation by lawyers, Talbot tells us the Vermas directly contacted tenants using scare tactics to pressure them into settling out of court for an undisclosed amount.
There was communication from the landlord to the tenants, even though they all had lawyers, bullying them and harassing them and encouraging them to take a settlement. What that does is put tenants backed up into a corner, right? And after weeks upon weeks of housing instability and then 2 weeks of no housing, anybody's going to take that agreement.
However, she emphasizes that regardless of the settlement, this case proves the strength of neighbors standing together.
There are standards in this state that we are all entitled to. If you feel like your landlord is not providing those, call code enforcement, call the health department, and get organized.
Western Mass News reached out to the landlords for comment on this recent settlement, but we did not hear back. Reporting in studio, Addie Patterson, Western.